Well, hello to everybody out there in this great big world. Yes, this is your brother Dana coming to you from the city of Chicago. Shalom, shalom to all of my Hebrew family members. And when I say to all my Hebrew family members, I mean all 12 tribes of you. Shalom. And I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that what I get to do to proclaim boldly this truth about who you are is a privilege and an honor. And I am blessed because I'm blessed by you. And that is why it is not a difficult thing to cleave unto you. But like I said, it's an honor. I still like to watch the news. I like to watch it because as I do, I get to rejoice with those of you who are my brothers and sisters and recognize who you are. Because even though we're about to hit a time of affliction, we're not confused, we will not be lost, and we will not be surprised. And this video is a video that I want to share that is really the answer to everything that we are seeing. And the reason why I so boldly want to declare this is because it says in Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 19 or chapter 19 verse 16 that in the day of affliction, like we're facing now, Gentiles from around the world will wake up and realize that my forefathers taught us lies that are worthless and profitless, and even going to be very damaging. And the lie that I have the privilege of speaking boldly against. Why? Because may the Most High Yah use me to be a mouthpiece to help what we're talking about today, even in our secular world and in our so-called education system. Critical race theory. And it boils down to this. In our educational system, which has been an indoctrination system because it's done nothing but indoctrinate all of us lies about the white man, it's critical race theory exposing those lies and now speaking the truth, which the truth is just the absolute opposite as night and day. In white evangelical system, in our religious system, it is Christianity that was used to bind yours and my souls to the false god of the white Jesus and the cross of the religion of Christianity founded by Catholicism, the great beast. And at the top of that great beast here on earth is the white heterosexual man. And so I wanted just to go through in my upbringing amongst my white Caucasian evangelical Christian family members, what I learned by what I saw and what I heard. And that is at the very top, you have the white heterosexual man. And then I probably could put right here the white heterosexual man who refuses to protect white supremacy, aka Mike Pence. And then underneath that, you have the white heterosexual woman. Underneath that, you have the white children. Underneath that, you have white people's pets, and I mean no laughter or joking in that whatsoever. And then underneath that, you would have the white heterosexuals, or maybe you would have some people of a light color to their skin, and then a white hetero or homosexual individual. But then underneath that, you will have all other types of creatures, material things, and at the very bottom, there is the black man and the black woman. And so what you are experiencing in this time of chaos and fear is actually the beast realizing that he is beginning to lose some battles. Battles where the white person, regardless of where they're at, are beginning to face the consequences for their racist, white, supremacist behavior. That hasn't happened before. If we said this black man did something to me, it was a done deal. That black man was taken care of. Beginning to switch. And it's working its way up to one of the biggest ones that took place is when the big black strong man, and hear me out why I say it that way, the big black strong man, yes, his life was taken, but that level of white supremacy not only was found guilty, but was placed into facing consequences. Not where the true consequences are coming, but that'll be the Most High Yah. But it's beginning to face the consequences of its white supremacist behavior. Why? Because the tables have turned. So remember when President-elect Trump stated that he could stand in Times Square and shoot somebody, and his supporters would not turn their back. That is exactly true. And some of the reasons, some of them will not turn their back, like those who are very close to him, because they themselves know the evil and the destructive ways of the beast. Why do you think these Republican men and women are staying with him? Because the power of that beast is so strong, they know if they turn their back, their conquering spirit of Esau. Did not Satan at times turn on himself after somebody didn't fulfill their position appropriately? And that is why women, even though Trump would say all he did in derogatory ways, will not turn their back because they still recognize that oppression under the white heterosexual male and the protection, the oppression, but the protection of it is justifiable, because underneath that is the black man. And so I said to you a few seconds ago about the big black strong black man. And what I meant by that is, if you look at the Willie Lynch letters, one of the things that the masters of the plantations were taught by this man, Willie Lynch, was to take the big strong man, the one that is big and strong and that is respected, and take him while everybody else in your plantation surrounds him and humiliate him, torture him, rape him, and if you have to, kill him. to send the message that if we can do this to your strong role model, that who can protect you physically, you will be nothing. And for one of the first times, if not the first time in this country, yes, the life of our Hebrew brother was taken. But that battle, to a great degree, was won. And that is because the Most High Yah is moving his way up to prove that the United States of America, as well as the Christianity and Catholicism and all the lies that have been told in all these years, Columbus is exposing the wickedness. And that wickedness is being exposed so that those of us have a chance to come out of her before the Most High Yah takes her, the empire, which is found in the book of Daniel, which Christianity says we're looking for. And I'm now saying it is you, the feet. The final blow is coming. So the promises of the Most High Yah to the seed of Jacob was, yes, you will submit to the wickedness of Esau for a period of time. But when that time is over, my children, I will raise you up. I'm gathering you as dry bones, and I'm putting my flesh and my life back into you. I am bringing together the two sticks so the fullness of the gospel of who you are is coming to completion. So that I will, as promised to Jacob, put you in full power for all eternity. And that is why you are going to begin to really see this hierarchy of white supremacy come crashing down. And that which is on the bottom, that which is last, that which has been lied about, lied on, tortured, enslaved, is going to be on top because they are the seed of Jacob. Thank you for listening. Again, this is your brother Dana coming to you from the city of Chicago. And for those of you who have been following me, I do covet your prayers. As you can see in my throat, this action starts to happen. And I know there's an attack. And again, I am not saying this whatsoever for you to feel sorry for me. I'm saying this because I know that all things work together for the good to those of us who love the Most High Yah and are called to his purpose. And I also know that no weapon anymore formed against us shall prosper. Why? Because your season is over. I'm clinging to you, so I get to reap some of those benefits too. And that is why I'm so grateful. But I ask you to pray. Because the thing that will hurt the most is not being able to speak this truth as boldly as I have, regardless of how temporal it may or may not be. But I've noticed just a little worse and worse as I try to talk, and sometimes I take in an air just not quite the right way, and my throat will do a spasm. But you know what? Again, I'm grateful, and I'm so thankful to those of you who have called me your brother and allow me to be in your life. With that, may you have a good night. Shalom.